Scott Shellady, come in, please. I'm inclined to think that this sharp decline in the price of oil is a major factor in the sharp decline of stock prices. What do you say?
Yeah, well, Saudi Arabia cost $7 to pull it out. Russia $8, in the U.S. $37, right? So yeah, it's gonna hurt. And Stuart, to talk about the ridiculousness of everything, right? Everything that we've been hearing over the last 3 or 4 weeks about the coronavirus and what it may or may not do to the economy or our GDP or world growth. I mean, it's getting to the point now, hey, why don't we talk about how much Tesla can sell a car for when gasoline is free? Let's have that ridiculous talk. Or, I mean, it's now to the point where I love the word apoplectic because I don't know what to say. We need to have people settle down. Now, the markets are way overreacting, yes, and I feel like I'm talking in a cave by myself, but we need to have people settle down because ultimately, if you take a look at the numbers, and facts don't have feelings, this really isn't as big of a deal as it's being made out to be.
Yeah, but I really don't like to see the leader of the minority leader in the Senate, Chuck Schumer, go on about the gross incompetence of the president in handling this deal. I mean, I don't think that helps at all. I think that just makes the problem worse. That creates this sense that what are we doing here?
He's being grossly incompetent by saying that, number one. And number two, Stuart, how about this? This is the culmination of a generation of people that can be swayed by the Russians with $150 Facebook ads. This is the culmination of a group of people that actually think that socialism is the answer. So this is what you get when you've got those types of people living on this planet, along with the Flat Earth group, too, by the way. That's what happens to these markets.
You had to bring in the Flat Earth group, but I don't blame you, Scott. That's your way of calming down a little bit. Inject a little humour so you can... I know it. I was expecting the market could get a bit of a bounce this morning, or a little help this morning from Joe Biden's big win across Super Tuesday, but apparently not.
Well, I'd say that maybe this is the bounce, and had it been Sanders, we'd be a lot lower. I mean, maybe you have to take a look at it in a different way. And ultimately, yes, any help that we can get with anything right now, I would take, because that's got to calm people's fears. But really what we're doing, Stuart, is we're in a closet, locked in a closet with no lights on, right? And they keep giving us food and water, but we really just need the lights to be turned on. We don't need all the food and water. So until they turn the lights on and show us what this virus really is, a lot of the things that we're going to be doing are just going to be spitting into the wind.
That's a very good analogy. Good stuff. Scott, thanks for joining us, sir. Much obliged to you. Thank you.